You're now listening to Figure It Out, a custom 1/6 figure podcast dedicated to those who recognize work of excellence. And now, here's your host, Stiff Richards.
You're mad, I'm back. Big mad, he's mad, she's mad.
What is going on, guys? Stiff Richards here, back again. I can't really talk. I have my 6ix9ine mask on. I kind of feel gay. Back again. Another podcast. It's like midnight where I'm at, and my wife works tomorrow, and she's right above me, so I don't want to get in trouble by the old lady talking about toys at midnight. All right, so special edition tonight. We got a good friend joining us today. He goes by the name of Paul Jerome Manzi from De-Stressed Labs. He is actually already on the telephone. So, Paul, can you hear me?
My bad, man. What's going on?
Paul can literally shit his pants on command. like all the time. Man. Are those real? Like real farts, huh? No. You're not making that shit up.
No, man. 100% real.
So you can
100%.
You can just do it on command, huh?
100% cabbage, man.
Right on, brother. All right, well, this is like all my podcasts. None of this is scripted. None of this was talked about beforehand. We don't have any lists. We're just going to sit here. We're going to talk mad shit. We're both really hyped up because we both sat like schoolgirls on fucking Instagram Live watching 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj on fucking live Instagram. Like, we're sitting here like waiting. Yeah. We're like, God, I can't wait till he releases his song. And I'm actually wearing the 6ix9ine hoodie for the occasion, so
yeah, man, that's right.
I feel extra gay. You
rock that shit, man.
You're still waiting on your mask, I hear.
Yeah, that motherfucker scammed me, son. He fucking scammed me. I ordered a fucking mask. I ordered the CD single. He sent me the CD single via email, and motherfucker scammed me for a $10 mask, man.
Bro, we're over here supporting fucking snitches, and we're getting ripped off.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's all good though.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But that new song was kind of poopy.
Was that real again?
Yeah, that was absolutely real, man. Like, it's 100% cabbage.
This dude's just legit shitting his pants all the time. Like we'll be on Facebook Messenger, like going back and forth and just fucking constant, just shitting in his pants. So anyway, fucking the 6ix9ine mask, I'm holding it right now. It's not that good anyway.
No.
Yeah, you're not missing on anything. Once he dies and gets killed,
it's a piece of collectible memorabilia for when something happens to him. You know?
That's kind of fucked up that we're both kind of trying to, benefit from his bullshit. You're like, dude, that mask is gonna be worth a lot of fucking money.
Dude, it's to remember the Rona, not to make light of the situation, but it's to remember the Rona phase of our life. It's to remember 6ix9ine, because who knows how long he's gonna be around for with the rate that he's going. Hopefully for a very long time, but you never know.
Bro, I don't care what anybody says. 6ix9ine's my boy.
Nah, I still don't give a fuck.
I know, man. I love him too. There's a lot of people that don't support him, but most of the people don't know the situation, or I don't know. I mean, maybe a different style of code or whatever you want to call it, but I don't know, man. I mean, obviously what he did was wrong, but what they did to him was wrong too. So
yeah,
can you really blame him?
I find his shit so entertaining though. Like he's a
Absolutely.
troll, and like when I came into this hobby, I specifically remember sitting down in my basement and I was FaceTiming One's Customs, and I was talking to him about. I was like, dude, you want attention? You just got to be a fucking pile of shit, like be a huge troll, and
yeah,
and it fucking works. And that's how I started my 1/6 career. Same type of shit.
I remember, man. I was there on Sideshow Freaks. I remember seeing your ass come around, and everybody kind of turned their head, and they were like, "Who's this motherfucker coming off like this?"
I'd be like, "Hey guys, fuck you!" Like I'd start.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. That those were some dark times in the hobby because obviously one was going through some shit, and everybody was pretty riled up. But you know, in the end, you got everything squared away, man. I'm very grateful for that situation because obviously, if that situation didn't happen, I wouldn't be having the collection that I have. And you know, shout out to motherfucking One, the man. You know, as far as I'm concerned, the best. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the best motherfucking artist in this hobby. I don't care, man. Fight me. I don't care.
Paul,
Best motherfucker in this hobby.
Everybody listening right now, watching this, whatever. Paul Manzi. See, usually when you start this hobby, this is how it goes. They come in, they want horror figures. They come into One's Custom shit because they see it on YouTube. It's all over fucking the internet, Google, etc. Mm-hmm. And then they go to Beto, and then they hit this hype train that we've all hit. And
yep.
they pick up Rain Man, and then they, you know what I'm saying? They sell their One's Custom shit to buy Beto. Then they sell their Beto shit to buy Rain Man. And then it just kind of turns into a big pot. But Paul, you have been around in this hobby since
2009, man. Yeah, 2009.
You're like 4 years before me, and
yeah,
you've seen it all. You stick with the One's Custom shit, and yep. My hat's off to you. I respect the hell out of that, and you love what you love. And you're one of the biggest One's Customs dick riders that I know, son.
Dude, I will tell you, okay, I should be, you know, again, shout out to One, man, fucking always looking out for me, you know. I should be expecting another package from One relatively soon. I hit up One, you know, hoping to do an IG live or something on the 20th. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. The plan here on the 20th is to hopefully do like a One's Custom IG live showcase with, you know, me and One talking about the figures. By that time, once I get this package in, I should have 5, maybe 6 full detox of nothing but One's Customs full figures to show off for everybody. Yeah.
You got a lot of heat coming too, bro. Would you like to share what you got coming? Would you like to tell the listeners what you have?
All right, I'll get some people. All right, so in this package, you know, bare minimum in this package, I got the RZH1 Deluxe set, but my set has some modifications to it. I told One I wanted mine a little differently. So my figure is going to have One's coveralls and not Canella's, you know. It's also going to have a hand-drawn backdrop, which I asked One if he could, you know, do something special for me. I told him something that you've never done, and I've always told One that I had an appreciation for his art, man, because One draws a lot of hand-drawn shit.
Right.
And I've been, dude, you could ask One this, man. I've been trying to get that motherfucker to do an actual canvas drawing for me for the longest fucking time.
Dude, that's so fucking crazy that you have been trying that same shit. Because when I first met him, for like 2 years, I'm like, bro, I'll send you a canvas. Just paint on the motherfucker, and he won't do it.
That's what I said to him. Yep, yeah, dude. He's an extremely good artist, man. And I told him, I said, I need them motherfucking hand-drawn backdrops. I need them fucking hand-drawn bases. I love them. So I told him I wanted like a backdrop for the Myers that has a One's Custom logo in like graffiti style art, you know, nothing movie related, but I want a One's Custom hand-drawn background with a logo on there of his shit, man, you know. That's what I told him I wanted on that one. And then I also have the Tom Savini Creep from Creep Show 2 coming with the raft base.
What? Wrong button. The raft base?
The raft base, and on the side of the raft base, which has never been done before, it was One's idea. One offered to do the tar bitch that's, you know, kind of getting eaten by the monster coming out of the water.
So sick.
Plus, I told him, you know, any small extras he could do in there. He told me he's got a brand new head sculpt for it coming out. So, you know, people be on the lookout for that. If you want to creep, you know, in the future, it's going to have a brand new head sculpt, newly updated. Yep, I got a Chief Wooden head coming.
Oh my god!
Creep Show. Yeah, dude, I got a Chief Wooden head coming.
Woody is fucking fire.
Woody. Yep, and I don't know if I've thrown it out there because I haven't really thrown it out there publicly, but I have gathered a few people. I'm not sure if one is interested in doing more. I mean, obviously, people can hit him up or hit me up, to hopefully be added to the list. But one is going to tackle a motherfucking Christopher Walken from Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman.
Dude.
Yep.
The Headless fucking Horseman.
Headless fucking Horseman, man. Right now, I got 4 people that are involved right now. So 4 people are wanting a piece of the action.
Okay, so when you say you have 4 people involved, you have 4 collectors interested in buying, or 4 artists?
Yes. So there's 4. Yes, so there's 4 figures. Not artists. One is doing everything. My boy Chris over here at Stress Labs with me.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Yeast.
Yep. Yeah, Chris Yeast couldn't be here. He's extremely fucking busy with the family duties and stuff. So just want to give a shout out to Chris there. Chris Yeast makes all of the weapons for the Stress Labs.
Would you like to? I know I'm interrupting. Would you like to kind of explain to the viewers and listeners here that you are in fact an artist yourself, and you have a diorama quote unquote company or business?
Yeah, so myself and Chris Yeast, we formed Distress Labs with one goal. We formed the company to have innovation, I guess you could say, and we want to give collectors high quality stuff. It's for serious collectors by serious collectors. Obviously, myself and Chris Yeast collect on a very high level, I would say, and we've been in the hobby for quite some time. And I have held, I'm not just saying this because Chris is my friend, but Chris started making weapons maybe a year ago. Okay, he started making weapons maybe a year ago, before he even sent me an actual in-hand weapon that he made. He showed me a picture. He made a machete as his first weapon, a machete, and obviously machete's not too complex. But the picture that he showed me, I knew it was extremely fucking high quality. Not for nothing. Chris does all of this by fucking hand, man. By hand. There is nothing done by machinery. It is all done by hand for everybody. It is extremely high quality. There are no cut corners, no cheap quality parts. Everything is high quality. Everything has got a lot of love, a lot of passion put into it. So shout out to Chris, man. In my opinion, the best weapons in this hobby for horror characters. That's mainly what we specialize in.
You showed me, what the hell is that called for the Part 7? What do you
brush hook, man.
The brush hook. So Chris
has been busy. I have right in front of me, actually, I have 4 brush hooks right in front of me that Chris just sent me to weather up. Chris does the weapons. Obviously, I then get them and get them weathered.
Right.
I also do the dioramas. I do laser engraving, laser cutting, all of that stuff.
Yeah, you have a fucking crazy cool work studio, man. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos.
Yep.
You got a lot of shit going on over there.
Yeah, man. We actually had to turn off we actually had to shut down on the diorama commissions just because we have quite a few orders, and obviously, I don't make these things overnight, and I don't want to rush them. Me being a serious collector, I don't want to give people something that I personally wouldn't display next to, my Once Customs pieces or my Beta Metalli pieces or my Rain Man pieces. Anything like that. I don't want to put it out there on the table. I know there's been a lot of people. Let me address it real quick. There's been a lot of people that have been waiting for orders. Dioramas, weapons, whatever it may be, figures, weathering jobs. I do not want to rush stuff out there. People always get extras, man. Same stuff when you deal with one. One is always hooking motherfuckers up for the extended wait times, and I think that you absolutely have to do that, man. If you give someone, a wait time, they send you the money, and you tell them, oh, it's going to be a month, it's going to be 2 months. It ends up being 4 months, 5 months. I think that you should be giving people some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should be getting hooked up for the patience and for their trust in you.
One
And
is
I also
almost
think-
too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I know, man. Go ahead. I know
No,
what you're
I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
one is almost too fucking generous. Like I'll be getting
know.
pissed at him and shit. He's like,
Yeah.
well, I made this guy wait like 2 extra weeks, so I threw in like 6 head sculpts and a free figure. I'm like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is wrong
man,
with you?
I know. Yeah, dude. One is a good dude like that, man. He will always hook you up for the wait times. You know, it sucks. It sucks waiting, man. You know, it sucks waiting because obviously I'm a collector, but I'm also, you know, an artist over here.
So you
wait
see both
times
sides.
suck. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I said to myself, you know, when me and Chris first formed this company, I said to myself, the one thing that I do not want to come of this is, you know, not to throw anybody under the bus, but you already know who I'm fucking gonna mention over here. But without mentioning them by name, you know, somebody used to make dioramas, and they ended up running off with a lot of people's money. They had shitty customer service.
Yep.
And so forth, man. Anybody that has an order with me or Chris, man, and I'm sure you will verify this, dude. My fucking phone is like attached to my fucking head, you know?
It's crazy, actually.
Dude. Yeah. If I don't respond to somebody that messages me, it's because I'm sleeping or because there was a family emergency. Anybody that has an order with us, man, they can message us and they'll get a fucking reply, dude. We do not treat people like that. We don't ignore people. We don't give people the runaround. We believe in, you know, absolute customer service. People give you their money. They give you their trust. You shouldn't take their money and then say fuck you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You should not be taking their money and then ignoring them until you're good and ready to give them, you know, updates or until you're good and ready to give them the product.
Well, that's the fucking way to be, man. It's really, as a collector of this shit, we both said that we've been doing this shit for, over 10 years. We have seen artists come and go, and we've seen a lot of artists run off with money. And it's fucking easy to do. Like, if you're an artist and you're in that position, you could easily take, you know, fucking 50 pre-orders, have everybody pay, and then just bounce. So
because the problem is PayPal only covers you for 6 months. Let's be 100% honest here. You know, most of these fucking things take more than 6 months.
Way more than 6 months.
Not because they actually take more than 6 months to make, but just because that's how artists do things, man.
Right.
And it might not necessarily be the right way of doing things. And you know, I will tell you things that, you know, people probably don't want to hear. But it's the truth of the matter, you know. I talk with you a lot, and I talk with other people a lot, and I have mentioned this to them plenty of times. And I will throw myself under the bus, and I will tell you, okay, just because you approach me, you know, tomorrow and give me an order does not mean that you're going to receive your order before the guy that approaches me a month down the road.
Right.
It's unfortunately not how, you know, business works. People, as an artist that's making things, and as a person or an individual or a few individuals under a company or under an umbrella, whatever you want to call it, that are making things and producing things. Anybody that, you know, takes pride in their work and doesn't want to give people a pile of shit. If you wake up one day and somebody ordered something last month, and then somebody ordered something, you know, yesterday, if you wake up that day and you're feeling like, you know, doing a Jason instead of a Freddy, you're going to do the Jason because you're feeling it, and that's the work that you're going to produce at a higher level.
Right.
Instead of, you know, doing something that you don't want to do to rush it out the door because somebody's been bothering you. And
that's how exactly how one has always rolled too, and he's explained it exactly that way.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because you realistically should do the orders that they come in at, but you know, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, and I hate to say it because it sounds very shitty. It sounds very shitty.
Right, but that's also how you're going to get the best work from the artist.
Yes, which is what I try to explain to people, you know, and also I've actually had some people approach me telling me that they've been waiting for things, you know, not Not from me, thank God. I mean, obviously, I have had some people waiting a bit of time. Not gonna lie, Shout out to my man Nikolai. Haven't forgot about you, Nikolai. Haven't forgot about you, man. But I have had people approach me telling me they've been waiting for figures, weapons, blank head sculpts, whatever it may be, man. Somebody told me that they waited 13 motherfucking months. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to say, the
For
artist
what, though?
that's been waiting 13 months for 4, I believe it was 4, don't quote me, 4
A Jason mask.
Blank motherfucking head sculpt, dude.
Ooh.
How ridiculous is it?
That's tough.
4 blank heads. Yeah.
Did you just do that?
Yeah, dude. It's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. I know we're kind of jumping around here, fucking a million different topics at once.
No, it's cool,
yeah,
bro.
man, I
mean, we're gonna end up fucking name dropping and stabbing people.
It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. The people in this hobby that put their trust and they put their money in people should not be treated like that. I mean, especially, dude. I mean, obviously, you buy more expensive pieces than me. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely know where I'm coming from. People that are spending the amount of money that we're spending, dude. I mean, even a $500 custom, dude. Because let's be honest here. At the end of the day, man, it's not fucking costing $500 in materials to make these things.
Right.
It's just the artist's price. But people should not be treated like that, man. When certain people are spending $2,000 for a figure, $4,000 for a figure, people should not have to wait 3 years, 4 years, whatever it may be. That's absolutely absurd. It's absurd, dude.
I've waited the 3-4 years before. I know exactly how it is, and in the back of my head, I'm like, well, is it just because he woke up today and didn't feel like doing so and so figure that I've been fucking waiting on since I was 17 years old, or what's the deal?
Yeah.
And I don't want to rush the artist, and it's a tricky game we play, and then people want to say, okay, let's just I'm not gonna name drop, but we can talk about fucking certain individuals. This is kind of on the subject. You've been waiting for a pretty long time for the Kane Spawn figure. Now, that figure is what, $900, and you made a very good point the other day. You were talking about when you get that in hand, if you were to sell it, you're going to slap $1,000 on top of the retail price for the simple fact that you have took the risk, paid the money, waited the fucking long ass wait time.
Dude, it's been. I'm almost positive. I would have to go look from the initial post, but I am almost positive that project has been going on for close to 4 years now. Before we continue, I personally have not been waiting 4 years. I've been waiting about a year.
Okay, so for you, it's not that bad.
Yeah, for me, it's not that bad, but I do know people that have been waiting since day one, and I fucking feel for them, man. And like you said, dude, that's what people don't understand. People are not marking these things up after they get them to be douches. They're marking them up because why should you not be compensated for having X amount of dollars tied up in a project for 4 years?
Exactly.
That's ludicrous, dude. That's ludicrous.
The new guys, they come in here. I get it all the time. I was fucking just who was I talking to today? Kenny Mack. Shout out to Kenny Mack. He wanted a shout out on my fucking
Big Mac. What's going on, son?
Dude, fucking Kenny Mack, bro. I don't even know where this fucker came from, and he's like, he'll message,
legend.
Dude. That kid will talk mad shit to you too. He messages me and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" He's like, shut up, Bratton." He like calls me by my last name. I'm like, "Who the fuck is this fucker?" But no, he messaged me today, and he's like, "What did Jack Torrance and the twins and Danny? What did that retail for? I don't want to pay much over retail." And I'm thinking to myself, it has nothing to do with Kenny, but I was like, these fuckers need to know that we'll just say, okay, so the Jack Torrance retailed with Twins and Danny and Robbie the Painter's bike. That thing
Was
retailed
25, right?
Yeah, 2,600 with shipping and shit. So these new guys, they come in and they're like, "Well, I'll offer you 22." It's like, it's like, dude, like, what do you, what? Okay, so let me get this straight. This is a set that's fucking what, 3, 4, 5 years old. It retailed. It retailed for 2,500. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna offer 2,200. Like what sense? What sense does that make? Now going back to the Kane Spawn, like you said, it retailed for like 900 and something. But when that thing,
960, I believe. Plus
but when you get it in hand and you want to sell it, you're looking at least $1,700 because you had
100%.
You've had 100%. Your time and but like people who want to talk shit call you a flipper, but that's just how the fucking game. This is just how shit rolls. But
yeah, dude. And I honestly, man, I try to, I actually had this conversation with fucking Kenny Macaroni over here the other day, man. It's funny, fucking I actually had a conversation with him the other day, and I told him, I said, man, if I'm being honest with you, I said, you will notice that I do not pre-order much, and it's not because I don't have the money, and it's not because I don't trust people. It's because I don't want to have my fucking money tied up for 4 years, man. I don't want to have my money tied up. I would rather, if a piece is going to cost $2,000, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll wait the 4 years, and as soon as someone gets it, you know as well as I do, man, there's always at least one motherfucker, maybe even more, from any run, no matter what it is, no matter who the artist is, somebody is getting that piece in hand after waiting all that time for whatever circumstances. They left the hobby, they had the figure already paid off, they no longer want it, they have an emergency family situation, whatever it may be, there is always someone that is going to sell it. It is much easier to pay $300, $400 over the retail price and get it a week after you pay than having $2,000 tied up of your money for 4 years, and then going through the aggravation, dude, of dealing with all of the delays, dealing with the artist, dealing with anything else.
Exactly. Now, going off of that, that's exactly how I rolled for so long. And once I can't remember what piece it was. I couldn't fucking find it in the aftermarket for so long, and it was like a newly released figure. I then realized that like the Saw DX set from Rain Man, that is the entire DX completed set. I think there's only been one for sale. And
that's a rare piece. I actually own the regular set.
You didn't like it? Would you care to elaborate? Dude, Kenny Mac just messaged me on fucking Instagram, and he literally, mind you, I don't know this kid, and he goes, "What the fuck you doing, Bratton?" And I literally wrote, I'm like, dude, me and Paul are talking about you on my podcast. He doesn't know.
Yeah, so I own the Rain Man Saw set. I picked up the Saw set for a very good price, a very, very, very good price. From my friend, he hooked me up. I had to have it because I love the pig mask, man. That fucking pig sculpt, Rain Man fucking killed that shit, dude. He killed it. I loved it. I wasn't too big on it just because
you're fucking out of your mind. You didn't like the shoes.
Well, no. Well, I can't remember if it was the shoes, but I was being real nitpicky about, some small shit, like the lock on the shackle did not have any detail to it.
No, Rain Man's never been good at
detailing,
blood work. This fucking guy says detailing. No, listen, the blood work and weathering. Kenny Mac, dude. I don't mean to be talking this dude up so hard, but he just sent me a voicemail. And I'm gonna play it live on this fucking podcast.
Play it, man. Play it.
This is shout out to my boy Joseph Bratton, my father, and I hope you're staying well and safe over in the war zone.
You can't hear that?
No, I can't hear it. What's going on, Grandpa?
Jesus Christ.
Defending that.
Okay, hold on a second.
Turn it up, man.
Defending that,
Can you hear
Willy
that?
Wonka with great
No, I can't hear it.
Great
Probably because you
valor.
have me coming through the mixer, and I guess that's where the sound is probably trying to come through as well.
Interesting. Hold on a second, dude. I need to play this. Hold on a second, because I can hear this guy. I can hear it on. Hold on a second.
Also, Paul Manzi, the Chef
can't hear that?
Boyardee apprentice.
No,
for
dude, I
myself,
cannot
who
hear it at all. I
is
cannot
learning
hear
the
it.
ins and outs of the very competitive
Maybe the
Chef Boyardee.
maybe the viewers can hear it, but I cannot hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna just play it for the. I'm just gonna play it for the viewers. Just he's talking
Yeah,
about
go ahead,
Chef
go ahead.
Boyardee, and
You're
hold on a
welcome.
second. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna play it. I can see the voice shit popping up on
Yeah.
mine. So it's not
Yeah.
gonna be funny, but I'm gonna just play it. So it's about 30 seconds. So just hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
This is shout out to my boy Joseph Bratton, my father, and I hope you're staying well and safe over in the war zone known as Minneapolis, Minnesota. Defending that Willy Wonka with great valor. Also, Paul
You're giggling in
Manzi,
the back.
the Chef Boyardee apprentice for myself, who is learning the ins and outs of the very competitive Chef Boyardee industry.
Did he?
You're welcome.
Did Kenny fucking tell you that Chef Boyardee story that
No,
me and him
but-
were talking about?
He shouted you out, and
Yeah.
he said something about me being in the war zone of Minneapolis, Minnesota, trying to protect my Willy Wonka, and then he said some shit about Paul Manzi and the Chef Boyardee shit. You'll probably obviously listen to this podcast back. You'll check it out. But
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
more serious shit. I'm losing views as I speak. But what the fuck were we talking about?
So we were talking about the Rain Man saw, and I said detailing because I can't remember if you have the piece on hand anymore. I'm pretty sure you do, right?
Oh, I
You
do.
can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you take the shackle and if you look at the actual lock, the lock does not have any details at all. It's just a solid piece. Like there's no rivets or whatever you want to call it in there. There's no actual locking mechanic. So it does not look how it should. So that was one of the things that bothered me.
So you sold that sweet ass figure because you didn't like the fucking lock on the bitch?
No, well,
You didn't like the fucking Kramer head either.
I did not like the Kramer head. I
Oh
thought
my
the Kramer head.
god.
I thought the Kramer. Hang me up, son. Hang me up. You know what I'm saying? I did not like the Kramer head. I love the pig mask. The pig mask was dead motherfucking on. He killed the pig mask. Shout out to Full Metal. The Full Metal fucking wrist blade, the hidden blade was absolutely ridiculous. I love that thing.
Fucking thing was functional too, bro. I almost cut my
It
finger.
was crazy. Yeah, it was real crazy, man. It was very high quality. But fucking exactly like we talked about, it's kind of not worth owning unless you have the DX set, because Billy and the Trike by Robbie is absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah, dude.
You absolutely have you absolutely have to have the DX set. In my opinion, it is not worth owning without the fucking the Trike and Billy.
What is your favorite 1/6 scale custom figure? Now, before you answer that, guys, girls watching, this fucking Paul Manzi guy, like when we first started talking and shit, because me and Paul, we didn't see eye to eye for a while, and this fucker, let me tell you, you piss off Paul, he'll fucking block you so fast, and he will not talk to you.
Shut your ass up,
Bro.
motherfucker.
So, like, I don't know, like, back in, like, 2000 and
Probably 13 or
13 or
man.
14, yeah. We got into some argument about fucking like Stuart Little or some shit.
Stuart Little,
And,
man.
to be totally fair, I was at the time on the hype train that we were just talking
Yeah,
about.
you were hyping, man. You were
And I
hyping.
literally had Stuart Little, and he was like, bro, you're fucking real gay. And I'm like, dude, no, I'm not. This is really cool. He's like, no, you're gay. And then we just started bickering, and we didn't talk for like fucking like 5 years. Like, I forgot about him.
Dude, I think you paid like what, like $3,000 for that.
Oh
fucking
man,
Stuart
I don't
or
even
something?
remember, bro. It was fucking. It was a lot of money, but I forgot where I was headed with this. I had a point. Paul Manzi. What were we talking about before that? Fucking
We were talking about what my favorite piece is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so me and Paul, my bad, dude. I fucking smoke a lot of weed, and I'm just drink a lot of Diet Coke. I'm a piece of
and
shit.
eat a lot of chicken nuggies, man.
Bro, I just had, for anybody watching that cares, I just had fucking chicken nuggets and 2 McChickens. Like, it was a good idea.
Yeah, boy.
Fucking bad news.
Yeah, boy.
See, Paul, he don't give a fuck. He'll fucking, he can put a hurtin'.
Yeah, we go hard, man. We go hard over here. We go hard.
When he says that, he ain't lying. But anyway, so me and Paul recently started talking. He's showing me his detolfs. And I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm like, you kind of got a lot of figures going on. And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, and then I like this too. And he's like showing me like 6 more detolfs. And I'm like, God damn, son, how much shit you got? He goes, hold on.
20 detolfs, man.
Dude,
I think I have over 110 figures, and you know, obviously there's a lot of hot toys in there, but there's also a lot of motherfucking custom horror figures,
right?
And other random shit.
Yeah, you are like the definition of a collector, because you had, like I said, you had this fucking guy shows me like 6 of his detolfs in one room, and he's got like some sick pieces, and I'm like, damn. And then he's like, no, hold on, I'll show you this. I like this too. He goes in his other room. He's got like fucking 10 detolfs against one wall, and then he's got like fucking statues that are lit up and fucking crazy shit on top. He's got another wall of detolfs with like all these fucking Funko Pop. He's got Willy Wonka shit. He's got fucking everything. You are a collector of many things, and the fact that you have 20 detolfs gives me chest pains.
20 detolfs, man. All might I add, you know, it's displayed properly and classy, as you know, one motherfucking figure per shelf.
Yep,
the way it should be.
Paul's a big advocate for one figure per shelf, as am I. Yep. Looks better, but with all those detolfs, your favorite number one figure as of right now?
I feel like this is the motherfucking, you know, police report, the interrogation, fucking
dude.
June 12th, 1:28 a.m.
Dude, it's a big deal, okay? Because fucking this question changes all the time. So if you're shit lit up, what's your go-to? You're grabbing one.
Dude, don't even get me started. As you know, I almost had a motherfucking fire the other day, dude. My collection literally flashed before my fucking eyes. I swear to God to you, man, I'm not making that. I was like panicking, dude.
No shit.
Yeah. Some faulty wiring, but
you've been doing a lot of remodeling for your studio.
Yeah,
work
yeah,
spot.
man. Lot of Renos over here, which, you know, fucking might I add, is why people have been waiting as well. This renovation over here has been going on for about a month and a half.
It looks good. Shout out to my boy Dan Terzo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Robin Hood Figures, aka, you know, Galactables. I believe he changed his name now. Daniel Terzo. Yeah, fucking he came over here, hooked me up, man. You know,
laying that drywall.
Yeah, he put the drywall. He put the hardwood floors down. He did the framing. He, you know, fucking hung some doors for me, dude. He beast, man. He was sitting here working 12 hours a day. I was fucking cracking the whip, you know, fucking painting him in some Rhode Island hot weenies, man. Painting some hot weenies. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Did he drop that trim on that door?
Oh, dude, the trim on the
do you know what I'm talking about? You're like, I'm gonna put this
trim, yeah. The trim was very tricky, dude. The trim was very tricky.
Dude,
but
what's your favorite figure, fucker?
Yeah. So as of right now, I would have to fucking say, God damn, man, you put me in a bad position.
It's a big question, isn't it? You don't want to fuck it up.
It is. I really fucking love, you know, dude. I have tons of people that are always messaging me, man, trying to buy this motherfucking piece from me. You already know what piece I'm talking about.
I already know what it is, and it's on the bottom left of your fucking detolf.
Yeah, the motherfucking the Escape Myers from 2013 is one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, I've had people offer me, you know, $4,000 for that piece. I've had people offer me $4,500 for that piece. It's a very simple piece, but it's a very fucking amazing piece. It's got hand-drawn bass by One on there. That's probably my second favorite piece at the moment. My first favorite piece is probably the fucking Dead Michael version 2 prototype fucking concept that One hooked me up with, man. Yeah. Fucking the Dead Michael that, fucking shout out to One, man. Always looking out for me, fucking hooking me up, man. Absolutely love that piece. That piece will never leave the collection, despite people fucking trying real motherfucking hard to get it from me. I absolutely love that piece, dude. He fucking killed it. He killed it.
The concept shit from One is absolutely wild, bro.
Yeah, dude, that, and I tell people that all the time, man. If you want One's best work, you need to get a concept from him. And it can't be one of those concepts that you fucking approach him and ask him to replicate. Because obviously, the second time around, the third time around, not as much love goes into it as when it's an original prototype concept.
And he's focusing, he's putting all his focus on trying to make it
exactly.
similar to the next.
It's something that he's doing on his own, so he's having a love and a passion to do it. So those are the pieces that you want to, fucking make some sacrifices for and pay top dollar for. That's the work that you want from him. I know, some people might not be into concepts, and I was there a little while ago too. Rob kind of changed my mind, shout out to Rob Terrell there. Fucking kind of changed my mind when I saw some of his concepts in hand. Mainly the New Blood, man. One's New Blood is as you know, it's kind of concept-y, but it's kind of movie accurate, so it's kind of like a hybrid. And one's take on the New Blood absolutely fucking destroys the actual movie version of it.
Right, that's the thing, dude. I was just fucking talking to One about that. I'm like, bro, your New Blood Jason, I'll put a picture up right now, is so sick that it like blows the movie version away. Like, if One spent months replicating the exact version, exactly to the T, of the Part 7 in the movie, and then he posted pictures of it, people would be like, oh, it's not, it's whatever. Like, his Part 7 is that fucking good that if he made an identical version, it would look stupid.
Yeah, One tells me that quite frequently, actually. Some people kind of approached him and asked for a movie accurate one, and then they were kind of disappointed because it didn't have as much exposure, it didn't have as much, ripping and tearing, didn't have as much, weathering, grime, whatever you want to call it on it. And then they realized, hey, let the motherfucking man do his thing, dude. And that's why you go for the concept pieces. And that's why you approach One and you tell him, if you have a commission, hey, dude, I told him with one of the other pieces that I have on commission. Okay, I don't really want to say what it is, but I told him straight up. I said, listen, as long as the piece has enough of a resemblance to realize what it is, the rest of it is up to you, man. Do your fucking thing and kill that shit, because one pretty much knows that fucking my style is essentially his style. So fucking I always trust his, interpretation of things. And I don't know if many people know this, but One is actually working on a small batch of Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
And small batch of Jason Takes Manhattan, and he's gonna release those I believe it's batches of 5, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
So he is revamping the whole Jason Takes Manhattan, which I believe how he kind of described it to me. It's kind of going to be, beefy like the Part 7 concept hybrid thing, and it's going to put the old Part 8 and the movie accurate Part 8 to shame. So that's something to look out for.
That is going to be something that's going to be a sought after piece, man. That's going to be fucking fire. What's your least favorite One's Customs figure? Elf? Elf?
Man, well, it's One already knows, man. I don't know about figure, but One knows head sculpt wise.
What is it? Roy?
No.
I'm joking, fucker. I know you love your Roy.
Of course it ain't Roy. Come on, son. Dude, I paid I paid a lot of money for that Roy. That Roy has only one accessory, no diorama, no seat, nothing, dude.
Victor bent your ass over, bro. Shout out to Victor.
Yeah. Victor fucking took me to the cleaners, man. But my least favorite head sculpt by one.
Freddie
2, man. Freddie 2. I told him, I always joke with him about it. I'm like, man, you gotta step your game up on that Freddie 2. And he told me, dude, he made me laugh, motherfucker. He's like, you know what I'm gonna do purposely? He said, I'm gonna fucking remake that Freddie 2, and I'm not gonna sell it to you.
Dude, the thing is though, if one is on that mindset, or if one has that mindset, it's on, man. I bet you he fucking does go back to that Freddie 2 and he knocks it out of the park. But dude, Beetle Metalli's Freddie 2 is fucking rowdy. That's such a classic.
Beto, yeah, absolute, dude. Beto's Freddie 2 is just fucking, like you said, an absolute classic in this hobby, man. People that are outside of this hobby know of that piece. It's just that legendary, man. Both of the expressions that he chose are fucking perfect. Both of the expressions are perfect. Both the head sculpts are perfect. The sweater by Lupita, the original sweaters by Lupita,
original
skin
sweater.
tight, yeah, the skin tight fucking sweaters, dude. That you would think that she tailored to the body, around the body. I'm not sure if she actually did. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say so. But it's absolutely crazy, dude. That sweater is very fucking up there, man. That Freddie 2 figure, though, the original runs are absolute fucking legendary status in this hobby, man.
Besides the Freddie 2, what's your favorite Beetle piece?
Favorite Beetle piece? Well, I mean,
Part
you already
4.
know there, son. You already know there.
Fluffy?
That part 4 that I have, the battle damage part 4, which I don't know if you want to explain that story to people.
So I'm gonna explain. Beetle.
Explain the original, so people explain the original shit, so people know.
Okay, so let's just take a trip down memory lane here. Hold on. So, Beetle Metalli. He's a custom figure artist. He's been on this show. He's all over my fucking channel. Custom horror figures. Shout out Beetle Metalli. He kind of going off what Paul said earlier, artists take a long time in this hobby. So Beetle Metalli was working on Ash, and with the movable eyes and the fucking the book with the real pages, man, yep. And it's great. Yeah, he had so many sick accessories. The gun was fucking cocked. And,
yep, the Necronomicon, the severed hand. Yep.
Yeah, sick. So people started getting antsy with Beetle Metalli. I specifically remember him hitting me up, and he's like, "Amigos, que te onda hoy?" He's like, I need to show my fan base that I can
put something out in a timely manner.
I can put something out in a timely manner. And I'm like, okay, what are you thinking? He said Freddie 3. I'm like, okay, sweet. He goes, and part 4, Jason. And I'm like, wait a minute, fucker, you just said timely manner. You just said 2 figures. Like, what? So anyway, he comes out with the part 3 Freddie. I'll be honest, I wasn't never a huge fan. The sweater threw me for a loop. The sculpt was a little, I don't know. Maybe it was just me being used to the Freddie 2, but
I don't think anybody was, dude. Dude, fucking, I'll be honest with you. Myself included, and everybody that I talked to was not feeling that fucking Freddie. But I will say to you, that motherfucking piece grows on you real quick, dude. You put that bitch in the detox, that piece fucking grows on you.
You had like fucking piece. 6 of them fucking things, man.
Dude, I at one point I had 3 of them in my possession at the same time.
I had his prototype with the movable eyes, and
that was sick, dude.
Yeah, and then I had the Chest of Souls, but no, and then he came out with the part 4 Jason, and I had a part. My favorite figure to this day, no matter what I have, no matter what I buy in the future, it's the part 3 Barn Camp Maniac. I fucking love that figure so much. Fuck you and your mask hating. I love that figure so much.
$400 pitchfork and rope.
Yeah, that $650 pitchfork and rope. Dude, that was a bad day, but we don't talk about it. But he came out with the part 4 Jason, and I already had the part 3, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, if this is a quote unquote quick run to show these guys, I figured, you know, like anybody else would, that it was the quality is going to be shit. So I passed on it. And who was it? Oh, Michael Magnus. He got like an alternate prototype battle damaged version. And I remember watching he did a review on YouTube.
Amazing.
Oh my God, dude. It was so sick. And I was like, fuck, man, I should not have slept on this. And I wanted the battle damage version. And I didn't even know that he had 2 of them. And your fucking ass has the second one. Now, with...
Yep.
Yeah, so...
mine is the only one with a COA as well. Magnus does not have a COA, to my knowledge.
What does your COA say? Is it just a regular Part 4?
My COA is just... It's a regular Part 4. Okay, so obviously Part 4, the original run, which is what mine is from, has 30 figures. But, you know, fucking getting into the story, as you know, but some people might not know, Beto only did 2 full figures that were battle damaged. Magnus's piece, which is the prototype, which is fucking amazing, and the piece that I have.
Where did you get yours?
I got it from a collector that's very close to Beta Metalli. I don't want to say their name.
That's fine.
In case, they don't want me saying, so I don't want to throw them under the bus. But the COA was specifically reserved for this piece. The COA is number 13 out of 30 for obvious reasons.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got it from another collector, very good friend of mine. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Yep. Shout out to them.
So going off of that now, let's when you say original run, Paul, we ain't gonna fucking end this episode without talking about.
I know, man. I know. Yeah. So
go ahead, buddy. Or no. Wait a minute. We're gonna step back a little bit now. My last video I did, I kind of took a little bit of heat and a little bit of shade from a few of you guys. Messaging me.
You gotta say some shit, man. You gotta say.
Well, it's like they don't understand. Now, you guys watching, put yourself in Paul Manzi's shoes, right? So he buys a Part 4 Jason. He pays a lot of money for it, and he is told that Beto is making another run of new and improved masks and sculpts and stitching, and slap the 10th anniversary of Custom Horror Figures on the box, and everybody's excited. You got to put yourself in Paul's shoes. Like, that's kind of fucking shitty, because at the end of the day, everybody who's a collector, if you're a fucking collector, you want your shit to be rare, sought after, one of a kind, 10 of a kind, whatever. But the problem that we have had, we being collectors that have been around the block for a few years, these new guys are coming in, and it's nothing against you guys, because you don't fucking know any better. These new guys are coming into this shit. They're seeing posts on Facebook. They're seeing videos on YouTube, fucking my channel, Rob's channel, whoever's doing YouTube vids.
Yep.
And they're like, oh my God, Jason Part 4? Who made that? Beto Metalli? Oh, who's Beto Metalli? They sit there and they fucking Google his name and they get his Facebook. Obviously, they're gonna contact Beto. Beto is an artist that survives off of his work. He feeds himself and his family with his work. Now, when 10 people, 12 people, 15 people, 20 fucking 5 people come up to him and ask, can you do a Part 4? Can you do a Part 4? I really would like a Part 4. Where can I get this? Where can I buy this? He's obviously going to be like, well, maybe I can do the mask better. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. Let's just do a 10th anniversary. So he did the 10th anniversary Michael Jackson Werecat. He did the 10th anniversary Part 4, obviously. He's doing the 10th anniversary Part 2 Freddy. What else is he doing? I feel like he's doing another one.
I believe he's doing Long Arm Freddy as well.
Long Arm Freddy. So,
and I don't know if you said Jason 6 in the coffin.
Oh yeah. So let me. That's a perfect example. Okay, so I was a part of the Part 6 Jason run. Okay, before a prototype was even shown. Sometimes Beto likes to take pre-orders with not showing the full prototype. Imagine being me, okay? I buy the fucking Part 6 Jason. I'm talking with all my friends. We're all excited. We're like, oh, did you see? I bet Beato's going to do this or that. Or, we're taking the initial risk, kind of going back to what we were talking about with Kane and shit. We're taking the risk, okay? We haven't seen a prototype. We put all of our fucking money in, and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And we'll see a prototype, or we'll see, whips as we go, years pass, whatever. We fucking finally get our figures in hand. We do a video, right? Then this guy, Joe Schmo, Don, Randy, fucking Tom, whatever, they constantly contact Beato, Part 6. And now Beato's doing, how many more fucking Part 6s is he doing?
I believe he's doing either 5 or 10, but I can't recall, but I believe those are the numbers.
So I know Beato's gonna watch this. Beato's gonna hit me up and he'll be like, "Pinche way." It's not. I'm not fully blaming Beato here. It's
the problem in the heart of the matter, which I've spoken to Beto, and it's not just single Beto out. It's just obviously, this is being used as the example. The problem lies
the COAs.
In the COA. The problem lies in the fucking COA.
Right.
You can't put number 1 out of X on the COA if you plan on revisiting it, because like you said, Beto needs to make money as every artist does. And I respect that, and I'm not going to say, "Hey, fuck you," don't do that, and fucking and don't fucking put food in your family's mouth. No, I'm not going to say that, but there's certain ways of doing things and certain ways of not doing things, and I approached Beto one time, and I'm not trying to tell him how to run his business. Obviously,
your idea though, Paul, your idea was fucking absolutely phenomenal. Would you like to share it?
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, okay, so here was my idea. Take his Leatherface run, for example, okay? So that's a prime example, okay? So Beta Metalli released the Leatherface with the Kill Room outfit, I guess you could say. The Kill Room outfit with the yellow apron.
The classic Leatherface.
Yeah, classic Leatherface. And he also released the extremely rare Leatherface that I believe you have, the Pretty Woman Leatherface, which I think there's only 5 of, correct?
Yeah, I have both of them, but the Pretty Woman is 5.
Yeah, the Pretty Woman is a great piece, extremely fucking rare, extremely valuable, highly sought after in this hobby. Okay, so he did both of those 2 figures, and I approached Beta Metalli, and I tried to give him a good way of making the normal or serious collectors, I guess, happy. And then also making the upper echelon, I guess you could call it, of collectors. Fucking most people call them elitists, I guess you could say. Yeah, but okay. So we'll say the normal collectors and the elitists. Okay, so if you do one version of a figure, meaning the classic Leatherface, the yellow apron, that figure could be released with just Beta Metalli and Lupita's signature on the card. That's it. No number, no limited. So that way, that means that anybody that comes in the hobby 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, if Beta Metalli needs some money and wants to revisit that project, he can revisit it without being scrutinized, and he could, he could profit on his end while making the new collectors or just anybody that's in a bad position and can't afford it right now happy by being able to purchase that piece.
Correct.
And on the second hand, you release the other figure, which would be the Pretty Woman figure. And that figure is the limited, exclusive, very fucking limited, kind of more
collector's edition.
Yeah, the collector's edition that has a limited signed COA, never to be touched again, no matter what the situation may be. That figure will never be made again. The molds will be destroyed, whatever, So that way, those people that want the collectability in that serious regard, want that exclusivity, and that, fucking might I add, most of us, even at the regular level that collect, fucking figures that are, limited to 30, 40, wherever it may be, are already paying for that exclusivity because of the markup and how costly these figures are. And that was my idea to Beta Metalli to appease, the high end hardcore elitist collector.
I think,
while also, looking out for himself and looking out for the regular collector.
right. I think it's a great idea, and I know that when Beto has been asked, why are you re-releasing figure runs and shit, he's mentioned, One's Customs, which One's Customs, you pay One's Customs, he'll make you anything, but One doesn't put
One
numbers.
Doesn't really do runs.
Right.
He doesn't really do runs.
So you'll get a COA, but it's not going to say number 1 of 15.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has done some runs, but I know
like the Myers and
Myers, but like if somebody like I respond to all his emails and shit. Like if somebody says, hey, can I get the new Michael? Can you make he won't do it. But I think that idea is like a really good idea. Like just having a COA with like the signature. This is the Leatherface, and then there's like a collector's edition. How do you feel? How do you feel about? I don't want to say any names, and I'm not talking about specific people, but like I know like 7 or 8 guys that are on the new fucking Jason 6 run.
Yeah,
and
me too.
They're like, I posted a picture of it on 6 Scale Grails, and they're like, oh, I can't wait for mine. Like, how do you see those collectors? Like, do you understand where they're coming from, or do you want to punch them in the fucking throat? Like, they don't even realize what they're saying. It's like, man, I can't wait for my Part 4 Jason.
Well, I mean, personally, man.
I mean, you don't have to talk shit. I'm just saying, like.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit. I mean, I'm just gonna voice my opinion on the matter. I mean, you already know how I collect. I don't collect. I want original works,
right.
And I want original works. I want original works because I guess you could say of the back end politics of the hobby, being a collector, having respect for the hobby, and being an artist myself. I have enough respect, to not hop on a fucking run. As you know, I sold my Jason 6. I sold my Jason 6 by Beta Metalli. I sold that, mainly because, like the Rain Man, fucking Jigsaw situation, I felt like I didn't want that Jason 6 unless I could have the coffin. And Alex, who, used to be custom horror bases, I believe he changed the name to Custom Creepy Bases, something like that. So I'm not too sure. But Alex and Juan Robles, very good fucking people, very good diorama makers, absolutely high quality work, as you know. I love their coffin. Their coffin is probably one of the greatest 1/6 accessories, I guess you could call it, in this hobby that has ever been fucking made, because it's so unique. It's so unique. It's so high detailed, and it's machine cut, so it's fucking perfect. It's machine cut. But anyways, I sold my Part 6 because I felt like it wasn't worth owning unless you had the full package, meaning the coffin with it.
Why the fuck didn't you buy the goddamn coffin if he was remaking it?
I know, man.
Was he at the time?
Because I'm an idiot. That's why. You
probably sold that bitch for like $8,000 though, knowing you.
Well, I mean, I did get a pretty good price for the Jason 6. I will say that. Beta Metalli's pieces usually do fetch a good price because of fucking the exclusivity there that everyone's paying for.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I did sell it for that reason, and then I got wind of him doing a new Part 6 run. I could have probably hopped on that run. I was aware of it before it was sold out. I could have hopped on that run. I chose not to because respect for the hobby, respect for people that have the original runs of these figures, and I could have got a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
I have a coffin. I have a coffin on pre-order. Don't get me wrong. I will tell you, I have a coffin on pre-order. but that coffin that's coming to me is not for me. That's going to my friend. I bought that coffin for my friend to complete his Part 6 passage.
Now,
Yeah.
So me and Rob Terrell, again, shout out to Robert. We kind of went at it. Me and Rob always fucking talking shit, battling and shit. It's all honest, innocent, fucking. This dude's laughing because he knows. But yeah, we're always bickering, talking shit to each other. But it's all fun and games at the end of the day. Like we fucking, he could call me a piece of shit. I could call him fucking gay, and it's all good. But Rob is in fact on the Part 4 Jason run, and he don't give a fuck. And I guess I don't care either, but I kind of gave him shit just because I like to talk shit to him. But but he made a point. He said, "Hey, it's very simple." He said, "I want the figure, and if I don't buy it, the next guy is going to.
Somebody else will." Exactly.
Right. So he made a good point. He made a very good point. And ever since he said that, I'm like, fuck, that's true. So I don't know if we hold, the artist accountable, if we hold the collectors accountable. I don't think that it's either party's fault, if you will, but I do think it's kind of a shitty situation because collectors are going to want their shit. Artists are going to need to get paid. And me being a quote unquote elitist, you know what I've heard so many times, Paul? They say, "Joe, why do you care what other people have? If you already have one, why do you care?" And it kind of makes me feel like a douche. They're like, well, "Dude, why do you care what I have in my collection? If I want it, if I pay for it, like who cares?" And
you have to care because that's how much you fucking care about the hobby. You care about the hobby's fucking integrity. You care about fucking artists. Dude, like if we didn't care about the hobby, who gives a fuck if, you were to buy a Jason 6, let's say, and you recasted that whole motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
If you recast every single thing there, I honestly feel like if you have a love and an appreciation for this hobby, it is your job to preserve the fucking integrity.
That's exactly how I've felt this whole fucking time. And like, bro, you know as well as I know that I've been on the fucking front lines a lot of times, just fucking fighting everybody. And I may have came across as a huge douchebag, elitist, a cocky prick, but like you said it perfectly. Like I've felt this whole time that it's out of love. Dude, it is. It's all out of. I love this hobby so much, and I appreciate this art and these artists so much that I feel like I gotta fucking stab somebody sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I've
gonna pepper spray some of these motherfuckers to calm them down,
bro. For real, I have kicked and screamed for fucking years trying to protect the integrity, and I'm the bad guy. But anyway, you want to talk about? We're going on over an hour now, so let's switch things up a little bit. Would you like to talk about lack of originality?
Oh man,
dude, fuck off,
Jesus
man!
Christ, dude,
you said you were gonna go hard as fuck. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, it's that's a very good fucking honest question, man. And I'm gonna give you a very good honest answer. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, man. Not trying to fucking throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah, you don't need a name drop.
Yeah, I'm not trying to name drop, but me and Chris formed Distress Labs with the whole intent on innovation. And for people, fucking that don't understand what that is, it's just coming up with new shit, fucking thinking outside of the fucking box. That's what innovation is. Thinking of new shit. Now, obviously, before I say what I'm going to say, I do realize that in the horror realm, which is pretty much what me and Chris, specialize in, we will do things outside of the horror realm, but pretty much our focus is horror because we both fucking love horror, just like yourself.
Right.
Now, I do realize that sometimes it's a very small playground, I guess you could say, of what people want and what things are being done. But at the same time, like we talked about earlier, there's a way you do things and there's a way you don't do things rather. And it's all in the approach. And you could either approach a situation respectfully, or you could approach a situation and be disrespectful and, try to essentially steal the food out of motherfuckers, children's mouth. Chris that works with me has fucking kids. But a lot of people make weapons, man. A lot of people in this hobby make weapons. And at oftentimes, me and Chris will be sitting here posting something, and a few days later, somebody's posting the same exact fucking weapon. They're posting the same exact motherfucking weapon.
Literally a day or two later.
Yes, a day or two later.
And that's just multiple times this has happened.
Yeah, multiple times. It's very distasteful. It's very disrespectful. And it's essentially people coming in and trying to fucking steal the sails from under you, trying to take the wind out of your sails.
Now,
and fucking slide in there.
Now, I'm gonna ask you real quick. There's been a couple times when this has happened, and you've messaged me like, "Look at this shit," and I'm like, "God damn, that's fucking rowdy." Yeah. Now, do you think that it's straight up these other artists like saying, "Oh, that's a really good idea. Let's fucking make it." And
scrolling through the, sitting there, waking up one day, they roll out of bed, they get their morning coffee, they open up the Instagram page, they're like, "Oh, what's Distress Labs doing today?" You know what I'm saying? What's motherfucking Distress Labs doing today?
Or
let me see if there's any ideas.
Or do you think it's
coincidence?
No. How about collectors saying, "Man, that's really cool. Let me contact another artist and have them do it."
Possibly.
A little bit of both, maybe.
I will say one example here. Not to throw them under the bus and not to fucking throw any shade at them. I will say that we started doing the brush hooks, as you know. We started doing the fucking Part 7 brush hooks, which Chris has sold way too many of them.
Can I just real quick? I'm gonna put the brush hook up here on the screen, and let me just explain to you guys. Like this Chris dude, he makes this shit. No machines, no nothing, all handmade. And this fucking brush hook took like 2 days to make.
2 days of straight labor, yes. 20 hours plus of straight labor.
So 20 hours of straight labor this guy is spending on one brush hook. Now, I think the brush hook price is only like, what, $200?
I believe Chris is doing 200. That's weathered or clean, yes. Weathered or clean, shipped within the U.S.
So what in the fuck?
We won't ship internationally.
What is 20 hours divided by 200? Like,
exactly my point. Which is what people don't understand, man. 20 hours, dude. I don't know what the minimum wage is over there, but over here in fucking Rhode Island, where I am, I believe the minimum wage is $10.50. That's disgusting, dude. That's minimum wage. Most of the time, when people are getting paid minimum wage, it's for people that are working a job where you don't need any knowledge, I guess, so to say.
Right.
But when somebody is doing something like this, which is a very, fucking kind of niche thing to be doing, and you have to have knowledge of, fucking the small random shit of how to make it, how to, which materials to use, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. It's a very niche thing that requires, random fucking knowledge. Stuff like that should not be paid with a minimum wage.
Fuck no.
But what most of these people don't realize is that these things, dude, like even people that are, fucking approaching us, and luckily we haven't had any problems, fucking when we tell people, hey, the brush hook is going to be, fucking $200. Most people see that and they're like, okay, here you go. That sounds reasonable, but other people, when you tell them, hey, this 2-inch, lambskin is going to be, let's just say a random number here, it's going to be, $80. Obviously, fucking, we don't sell them for that. I think we sell them for a little bit more. But but just a random number. People are like, oh, well, this is a fucking 2-inch weapon. Why am I
So-
gonna, pay $80 for this?
Fucking
Yeah,
dumb.
they don't understand, man, the time, the knowledge, fucking the know-how that goes into it. They don't realize it. And on top of that, these are not essential items. They're fucking luxury items. When you buy a luxury item, I don't care what it is, a pair of fucking headphones, a poster, whatever it may be, you're paying more than you should be because it's a fucking luxury to have that item. You don't need it. You're paying people what they should be paid. With that being taken into consideration, some people, I will use myself for an example, dioramas. If I charge people what I would like to charge people for my time, my actual time that I put into these dioramas,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making enough money. But the problem ends up being the cost becomes too much for people. And people are not willing to pay.
The problem with this hobby, though, dude, one of the main downfalls of this hobby is the fact that it's in a toy form.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
motherfuckers that come into this shit that don't really understand, which is 98% of the people that come in and want a diorama from you or want a fucking Lamson knife and put together a Michael Myers figure, they almost 100% of the time they're coming from like a toy hobby background, and they compare the two. It's the Achilles heel of the custom figure hobby. It's the fact that the motherfucking shit that we collect is in toy 12-inch form.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't, as a diorama artist, well, dioramas haven't really gone for a whole lot anyway, but I do believe they should, and that's the fucking downfall, and that's what people don't understand. They're like, yo, Paul is spending 20 hours making you a fucking diorama, and you're giving the guy $350. It's like, dude, this guy has 25 other orders, and he's working for you for like $15 an hour.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. Most of the artists in this hobby, fucking shout out to my good friend, motherfucking David Tucker. Okay. David. Yeah. Massive respect for David, man, what he fucking built for himself.
Shout out to David Tucker, C Creations. I'm going to have him on the show too, but he works a lot.
Yeah, fucking David's a motherfucking hard worker, man. Still fucking works 9-to-5 job. Gets fucking a lot of kids. Don't want to get into that. You got a lot of fucking kids, a lot of shit going on. And then he comes home and does figures, man, for people. And on top of that, like I was, getting into, man, David keeps the fucking cost down for people, man. He keeps the cost down to do people favors so he can fucking, get his work out there. Dude, because as you know, there's not many mass-produced horror figures, which is kind of a shame, but it's kind of good as well, man. David does extremely good fucking work. I love his Roy. I love his Jason remake.
I need that Jason remake, David. I know you're watching.
Dude, it's good, man. I told him to get you one. It's good. But, dude, David keeps the cost down, man. And even David gets shit sometimes. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, are these people fucking kidding me right now? They're trying to harass David for the prices that he's selling these things for, and he's not making a fortune, man. He's not making a fortune. And like you said, he's working for probably $15, $20 an hour, like myself over here, on these things for people. And it's kind of ridiculous when people are kind of questioning you. They're like, oh, well, you want X amount of dollars for this? Are you crazy?
Right.
No, like you're not walking into Target and getting a mass-produced figure off the shelf.
There's a lot of people like that, though, dude. Like so many people.
They don't understand, man. Like when you contact One Customs, Beta Metalli, fucking myself and Chris, Distress Labs, you're not talking to some fucking PR person or some customer service person. You're talking to us or somebody that works closely with them. Mm-hmm. You're talking to those people. Most of these people do things on their own or have one or two other people helping them. Maximum. That's it. It's not being produced in some sweatshop in fucking China or some sweatshop wherever it may be. You're paying actual people that interact within the community on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
You know all these people on a personal level. I'm happy to consider most of these people friends, and most people that have commissions with me probably consider me a friend as I consider them a friend. Like that's how it should be. And people need to understand that it's not a mass-produced figure at the end of the day. It's not a mass-produced diorama, and people need to realize that you can't compare a David Tucker custom figure, the head sculpt being sculpted fucking from one's customs, the rest of the figure being custom tailored by David and weathered by him, to a fucking hot toy. You cannot compare that, man.
But people are going to, because it's the same concept. Fucking 12-inch figure, real clothing, like little accessories and shit. They're gonna always compare it, and that's the only downfall when it comes to the custom 1/6 figure game. And David Tucker, his I've talked to him about it too. His prices are like stupid reasonable. Like I'm like, dude, you should be charging more. But I mean, bless the guy's heart if his motive is to, be fair and get his work out, and try to share his passion with collectors at a reasonable cost. Like, kudos to him. But man, if I was an artist, you guys got it all fucked up. I'd be like, all right, well, you want this figure, $6,500, please, gift.
Yeah, dude, and I've said to David many times, man, his work is definitely worthy of a price hike. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I believe David charges $500 for his Nate figure. Okay, I have the original prototype, to my knowledge, and I purchased this from a fellow friend of mine, fucking Victor, who is the owner of 1/6 Horror. Shout out to 1/6 Horror over there. If you're not a member, go fucking apply.
I'll put the link in the description if you want to join 1/6 Horror. It's a figure group, and it's all 1/6 scale horror.
Yep. But anyways, I approached Victor. About the fucking Nate. Obviously, I could have approached David and bought and fucking got one. But I approached Victor and I said, "Listen, man, how much do you pay?" He told me he paid $500. I said, "Listen," I said, "ship that motherfucker out to me tomorrow. I'll give you fucking $800." I paid him $800, dude, and that's what I tell David, man. I'm like, dude, you could be making so much more money on these figures, dude. You could be making so much more. David's figures are fucking great, dude. Mm-hmm. For the price that he charges, they are absolutely fucking great. He could be charging a lot more. He does not. And people still question the prices, man. What are you gonna do? Fucking like you said, man. There's a lot of people that you have to sift through, man. It's like fucking needle in a haystack. For every one serious person, there's 200 fucking people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, I added you to the admin panel on the One's Customs figure group. And
I appreciate that, man. You and One, I appreciate that. Glad to help you guys.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with the traffic, but like you've seen it firsthand how many fucking people they're like, I think there's 3 questions that they have to answer. They're like, how'd you hear One's Customs? They're like, Instagram, and then they're like, why do you want to be a part of this group? They're like, statues are my favorite, and I like guitars. One guy the other day was like, I want my hood wrapped. Remember that fucker? It's like, what are you talking about?
You're not joking. Yeah, you're not joking.
Yeah, it's like people. He was talking about the hood of his car, like being wrapped in like a carbon fiber wrap. But I mean, I'm not knocking on new guys because the new guys keep the shit moving.
Exactly.
But it's fucking pretty annoying when the new guys come in and they're like, I got $400. I want 6 years.
What can I get?
Yeah.
You can get a weapon, motherfucker. That's what you can get for $400. You get a fucking weapon.
Exactly. But again, at the same time, it's this hobby is definitely something that you need to fucking learn. And there's so many. It goes so stressfully deep that it takes time. But If
Dude, fucking while you're on that subject, real quick,
yep.
since we already addressed it earlier, you already know what I'm gonna say, motherfucking Kenny Macaroni. Okay, so let me just say something real quick about Kenny, okay? And fuck Kenny, you're gonna like it, all right? You're gonna like it, Sonny, Kenny Macaroni, Big Mac. You're gonna like it. So Kenny approached me when he first came into this hobby, and Kenny was being a cheap motherfucker. He was being a cheap motherfucker.
This dude was trying to fucking. This dude will literally
Yeah.
like be like, hey,
He'll haggle
$5.
with you for $5, dude.
straight up.
He'll haggle with you for $5. So anyways, fucking Kenny, man, motherfucking character. Kenny, he first came into the hobby, and I believe he started out by buying, some like $300 pieces, whatever they may be.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, I think he approached me about buying a one customs piece or something like that. And I told him the price, and I can't remember his initial reaction, but yeah, obviously he couldn't believe the price I was giving him, and it was a pretty reasonable price. Obviously, I'm not going to say what it was, but it was a pretty reasonable price. And shortly after, Kenny started buying David Tucker pieces, and then after he bought the David Tucker piece, he bought I think he bought his first one customs piece. And then he started messaging me, telling me how much he appreciated it, how much he loved the quality, all this, so forth. After the one customs piece, he bought a fucking, I believe he bought a Band McCallie piece.
Yeah, he's doing the same. It's the same fucking thing every time a guy comes in.
Yeah, bought a Rain Man piece.
Yeah.
And then he, like, when you, dude, and Kenny fucking, which is why I'm using him for an example, Kenny did it really fucking fast, man. Fucking Kenny approached me. I've had some talks with him. I told him, hey, do this, do that. Fucking gave him some advice just so he doesn't make the same fucking mistakes that I made when I first came into the hobby. Just as I'm sure people approach you and you give them advice because you don't want to see them, fucking lose money, lose time, whatever it may be, because we've all fucking been there and it sucks, dude.
Yeah, and I also told Kenny literally today that if he's buying all this Rain Man shit now, I'm like, if you're going to dump this in a year, I'm going to fucking beat your ass.
Yeah. So, dude, fucking Kenny came fucking up fairly quickly, and he realized, what the hobby is and the prices you have to pay and stuff like that. And most people that are on the outside looking in obviously just don't understand it because there's a lack of knowledge or maybe a lack of resources out there, or maybe the resources aren't as well known as they fucking should be for people, which, fucking I guess is kind of our fault. I mean, maybe it should be, posted somewhere that's easily accessible or readily accessible.
Well, shit's way more accessible than it was back in the day, dude. Before Facebook came around.
Absolutely. Yeah, fucking Sideshow Freaks was pretty much the only form of communication for getting these pieces and interacting with people. And obviously forums are
confusing,
very fucking archaic. Yeah, they're very archaic, fucking Stone Age thing of the past there. And Facebook changed the game, man. Facebook made, the interactions instant, and made communication a lot better. You make fucking chat rooms for the group runs and all that shit, man. It's just a lot easier, a lot smoother, and everybody has a phone, obviously. I mean, obviously you can download the app for fucking forums, but, fucking everybody has Facebook.
When I first came in, I was like, how the fuck do you guys get a part of this? They're like, go to sideshow.com. I went to sideshow.com and it brought me to fucking sideshow.com, and I'm like, dude, I don't need any Batman statues. Like, I'm trying to find the custom figures. And then I got into the forum and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I named myself Joe Biz because my name's obviously what it is. Yeah, and then I messaged Beto. I'm like, Beto, you got anything for sale or what the fuck? How do I do this? And he's like, oh, amigo, I'm almost done with your part 8. I'm like, what the fuck? He thought I was Joe Biz, 34, Ron.
Motherfucking Ron, man, Ron. Shout out to Ron.
Shout out to Ron, my man Ron. He's no longer or what?
I think Ron's just kind of laying low, man. But fucking Ron is real fucking OG, man.
Ron's always gonna be the OG.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Ron, man. Ron's videos kind of got me into the hobby. Magnus's videos got me into the hobby, man.
Same.
Magnus and Ron are pretty fucking OG, man. I got a lot of respect for both of them. Fucking do what they do. Magnus has kind of been, fucking laying back. Ron has kind of been laying back. I mean, I don't blame them. They've been around for a long time. They got a lot of shit going on. They got kids, all that stuff.
Laying back, though, in this hobby is like the smartest thing you could possibly do. And I'm starting to realize that. And then, like, bro, so many people have messaged me and they're like, dude, where's the videos? Where's the videos? Where's the videos? And, like, honestly, dude, I feel like I have to fucking do these videos to make shit entertaining.
Obligated, man. Yeah.
It's so much more peaceful to just not be a part of this crazy ass fucking community because it gets rowdy. Everybody knows each other. Everybody hates each other. Everybody fucking has dirt on everybody. Everybody's just
that's another thing that people don't understand, man. New people that come into this hobby, they try to join the hobby and fucking lie to people or scam people, whatever, and they don't realize that every motherfucker knows every motherfucker.
Every single person. I'm literally in like 40 chat groups. I want to die.
yeah, dude. Everybody fucking knows everybody. If you scam somebody or do wrong to somebody, everybody will know, man. And that's why, fucking you keep that shit honest, man. You don't fucking jerk off people and you don't be an asshole to people. I mean, obviously, you shouldn't be doing it to begin with, but yeah, I mean, fucking most of these new guys, man, I mean, the best advice you could give these new people is just fucking be honest from the get-go, man. Just be honest, fucking don't try to scam people, don't try to get one over on people. Just fucking be honest with people, man, make a name for yourself, and then people will realize they can trust you down the road because, fucking you've interacted with X amount of people and nobody's had problems.
Right. And you don't want to fucking come into this hobby because once you make a name for yourself, you can't fucking change it. And
no, you can't.
People in this hobby, like, I mean, I'm dissing myself here, but we're all kids at heart and we're all kind of immature and we're like, you fucking stupid idiot, you got your fucking recast. You're like, you fucking dummy. And you don't want to get jumped by, 20, 40-year-old virgin type motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you come in, you be honest, you be kind, and it's fucking 1:30 in the morning. This motherfucker goes to bed. What time do you go to bed? Paul goes to bed at like 10 a.m.
Well, I mean, I got Daniel coming over in the morning to drop me off a care package. I can't say what it is, top secret. It's another one custom figure, but I'll have to let the goodie there be a mystery for now. Great fucking figures on the way, man. Yeah, absolutely.
That's tomorrow, you said?
In about 8 hours to be exact. About 8 hours.
So what time do you go to bed? You ain't gonna go to bed for 8 hours?
Dude, as you know, man, like I said earlier, I am always on Messenger, always accessible, and that's because I do not fucking sleep, man. I sleep for maybe 4 hours a day. I have insomnia. I'm pretty sure I have insomnia. Fucking sleeping pills don't even work most of the time on me.
You gotta take that NyQuil and jelly beans or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, dude, those NyQuil and those Twizzler cocktails.
Dude, that shit is so fucking funny.
That's how you gotta roll it, man. Fucking sometimes you gotta take extreme measures after you get done, hitting up motherfucking Wendy's and they know your name and they know your order and they fucking it's like Cheers, man. Fucking everybody knows your name and they know your fucking order. You pull up to the Wendy's drive-thru.
They're like, "What's going on, Paul?" You're like, "Hey, Sean, how you doing?"
Well, the guy's name is Christian. He knows me very well. He's I'm dead serious. The guy's name is Christian. He's the night manager at Wendy's. He knows what I order. He knows my shit. He always shoots the shit with me at the speaker, and I'm like, Christian, don't play me, son. Don't play me. Make sure those motherfucking sauces are in there. I need me my special dipping sauce for my nuggies. All right, son. Yeah,
dude, don't even say nuggies, bro. You know when you pull up to McDonald's and they make that they got the shit that's been sitting there for fucking a half hour? I got that today, bro. It was bad news.
Dude, I had that the other day, man. I had it the other fucking day. And another funny story at Wendy's. I'm pretty sure I told you this story before, dude. I pull up to the fucking drive-thru and I place an order. I believe I ordered the number one at Wendy's, which I believe it's the Dave Thomas, the DT double. I believe DT double. Yeah, DT. That's what the lady said, dude. I asked her one time. I said, "What does DT stand for?" And she's like, "Dave Thomas." I was like, "What the fuck? This bitch is real hyped up." But yeah, so I ordered that, dude. And obviously, if I'm ordering a burger, it comes with, fucking fries and not nuggets. And I said to the lady, I said, I'll have a number one large motherfucking Coke and two barbecues. I said 2 barbecues, please. 2 barbecues on the side. I swear to God, dude, I'm not making this up. This motherfucking lady said to me, "Sir, the number one doesn't come with any nuggets." She said it doesn't come with any nuggets, sir. And I'm sitting there, dude. I had that Steve Harvey face in the fucking car where he's fucking his mouth
drops his jaw.
Yeah, dude, the jaws drop. I'm sitting there like scratching my head, like, did she really just fucking say this?
Dude, what do you need barbecue sauce for, though?
Yeah. Dude, she's like, "You're not getting nuggets. What do you need barbecue for?" Well, I mean, I just like to, fucking squirt the packet to my mouth. Is that okay with you? I mean, I'm paying for it. Just let me squirt those motherfuckers in there, But goddamn, is it a fucking crime to dunk your goddamn French fries in some fucking barbecue, dude?
Bro, that shit's fucking gross, and it's so good at the same time.
Oh, but dude, dude, Wendy's has the best barbecue, the best.
Yeah, I don't know.
BBQ.
And
for all the people that don't know, about the fast food knowledge over here, let me, fucking get the notebook here. School's about to be in session. You can go to McDonald's. You go to McDonald's and they'll make you a motherfucking grilled cheese. It might not be on the menu, but you tell them you want a grilled cheese, they have the best motherfucking grilled cheese.
Are you serious?
I'm dead, dude. It's only $1 hair too. $1 hair.
They'll make you a grilled cheese, bro?
Yeah. So what they do is they take they take the hamburger buns, they flip them inside out, and they put them on the hot plate, the griddle. Oh my God, dude!
What the fuck, bro? What have I been doing?
If you've never had them, when you go there, you might want to order about 5 of those bitches, okay? Because you're gonna want more.
McDonald's grilled cheese, bro.
McDonald's grilled motherfucking cheese.
Dude, I'm fucking there. Literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a video ordering that shit.
Yeah, man. You got to send those fucking McNuggies.
Yeah. Okay, so we're hitting, what, 1:45? I have to edit this and I want to die.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, man, we ain't edited anything. It's going YouTube raw, son.
Dude.
2 hours raw.
All right, we'll give it a try.
Going raw.
My fucking mic just fell. Jesus Christ. Hold on a sec. That's never happened.
Don't edit that. Make sure that stays in the video. That's hilarious.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
You just shit your pants, bro. Trying to get one by me, bro. I fucking heard that shit.
Yeah. It's the 2:34 a.m. fucking ritual, man. I had to fucking bless the chair over here, dude.
Okay, so before we call it quits, I want to say a couple things. Well, number one, like other episodes, this is obviously going to be at least 1 of 2 with Paul and Distress Labs.
Part get Chris
2
on here.
Yeah, part 2, Chris Yeast, the other artist, the man behind the weapons. He wants to join, so part 2, we definitely got to have Chris on here. Maybe shoot the shit with me, you, and Dan.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, we have a whole bunch of other shit to talk about. It's fucking 1:35 where I'm at, and I usually go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Let me say one thing here. I'm not sure if I addressed it.
Ooh, I'm ready.
I can't remember, dude. I can't remember. It's been an hour and 50 motherfucking minutes. Did I address the coupons? Did I address the coupons for you?
You haven't.
No?
Let's talk about the exclusive Figure It Out coupons.
Yeah, the coupons. Okay, so Chris does not know about this, but now you do, Chris. Congratulations. So we are going to give Sir Joseph Bratton over here two discount referrals for weapon orders.
Ooh.
However, Joe sees fit over here. Stiff Rick sees fit on distributing them. He will announce it, and then I'm also going to give him 2 discount referrals for dioramas.
Alrighty. So, how do you want that to work? You want them to hit me up, and I send them to you?
Yep, they can hit you up, and whoever you see fit to give those to, you just let me know you're referring those people, and that's that. Yeah.
So that's very nice of you. So this is a Figure It Out 6 Scale Grails exclusive coupon. Did you say how much of a discount you're doing here?
It'll be
you don't know yet.
It'll be pretty substantial. Me and you will talk about that after, because that kind of just popped up, but it'll be a pretty substantial, hefty discount for people.
That's really cool. Fucking yeah. So if you are interested in any type of Distress Labs, is anything on the table or what?
Anything, absolutely fucking anything on the table. 2 weapon referrals, 2 diorama referrals.
You got 2 weapon referrals from Mr. Christopher Yeast. You got 2 diorama referrals from Mr. Paul Jerome Manzi. So make sure you guys hit me up and let me know of something that you're possibly interested in, whether it be a weapon, diorama, maybe both. And I will contact Paul and whoever I seem... What is the saying?
Deem worthy.
Whoever I seem worthy of having this referral coupon, I will choose. So yeah, if you're interested,
not a coupon, son. It's a coupon.
It's a coupon. Do you say in real life? Do you say coupon or coupon?
No, dude, it's a coupon. Fucking Ron White. You gotta get some culture in you, son. You uncultured swine.
Well, I don't fucking say it. I say coupon, but apparently that's like a fucking pussy way to say it.
That's some motherfucking 1980, 1990 supermarket sweep shit right there.
Yeah, I'm elitist. I don't use coupons anyway. But anyway, if anybody's interested in any of their dioramas, any of their weapons, hit me up first. And if those 2 referral spots haven't been given away already, you could be the lucky him or her to get that. So really cool.
The lucky little Jimmy.
Yep, really fucking cool of you to offer that to my listeners, to the subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely happy to do it.
Do you guys have a Facebook page at all, or?
We do have the Facebook page. We do have the Distress Labs Facebook page,
okay.
Which I will give you the link to, and you could insert it there. But we mainly operate off of Instagram, or people can just hit us up, personally. But Instagram is definitely the best way to reach us. We have, a decent following on there. Only started the Instagram, I believe it was maybe last year, so maybe 12, 13 months ago. But most of our work is cataloged, along with the collection is cataloged on the Instagram page there. Facebook does not have too much of it, but for the full catalog and the things that we've done, you can scroll through the Instagram page, which I will give Sir Joseph over here the link to, which should be down bottom there.
Yeah, I got the link, son. Yep. I'm going to put the link in the description. Make sure you guys check out the Distress Labs Instagram if you want the full catalog. A lot of great fucking super sick work. So make sure you check it out. Other than that, it's almost old Stiff Ricky's bedtime. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that 6ix9ine video one last time, if you know what I'm saying. And
dude, well, I mean, if you're gonna watch it, make sure you watch it with mute on. If you know what I'm saying.
You know what I am saying. Is there anything else
make sure you get under the sheets and watch it with mute on.
Bro, I don't wear no sheets when I do that. I ain't a sheet guy. Is there anything else you want to share before I fucking wrap this bitch up? Put on my 6ix9ine mask.
Well, I would just like to say, appreciate you having Distress Labs on there. Shooting the shit with you was enjoyable. Look forward to the next one. Shout out to the man one. Shout out to David, Chris. Wish Chris could have been on here, and everybody else. Daniel, Rob, 1-6 car. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to SSG, of course. It was fun. Appreciate it.
All right, sounds good. Again, stay tuned. There will be a part 2 with Distress Labs. Hopefully, Chris East can be on that bitch. And
100%.
Until then, guys, we are going to be out this bitch. Paul Manzi, can I get a fart real quick before I end this? All right, guys. Thanks for watching Distress Labs, Stiff Richards, Paul Manzi, 6'9", Treyway. We out this bitch.
Treyway.